my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 5, what's inside this bag of this massive unboxing, big unboxing, gigantic by unboxing. I have no idea what's going to be called, but it's the biggest unboxing I've ever done. So this is actually a pretty interesting one. So I've been trying to get the first appearance of Popeye, and I still haven't necessarily figured out what is the first appearance of Popeye, but I have figured out there are some early appearances of Popeye beyond the one that I originally thought was the first appearance. So this is another early appearance of Popeye. This is a Popeye kind of book. See, it's really rough, this one. You can see Popeye on the back as well. And it's just like a little book of Popeye stories. You can see. Try to open it up a little bit so you can see inside. So just a cool little book of Popeye stories, and yeah, this is from 1934, and just a early Popeye. So that's that one. And other cool things are in here. Okay, then we got some more comics. Okay, this is interesting one. This is Jumbo Comics number 80. And the reason I picked this book up, this is actually the first time that you get Sky Girl as a waitress. Okay, so basically there's sort of a dream sequence that happens inside the Sky Girl comic. And at the time this book was done, the artist that was working on Sky Girl was Matt Baker. And this one features her, as I said, as a waitress. Now before that, Sky Girl was always kind of like a military pilot with questionable flying skills, but who always got herself in different predicaments and was always causing a little bit of mischief around the air base, but would actually end up saving the day so many times. So kind of balanced out. But in this, she dreams about what she would do after the war. And she sees herself as a waitress working near an air base. And then she wakes up and then she realizes the war's still on, and that's the story. But later on, when they bring after the war and they continue on with the Sky Girl series, they actually make her a waitress, and that dream kind of becomes reality. And then later they kind of phase out the whole Sky Girl military experience, pilot background, and they more have her as just a waitress who just randomly ends up in a plane not knowing how to fly it. So very different story as she progresses in the Jumbo comics. So this is Sky Girl Jumbo Comics number 80. So then we got this is a really cool one. So I like picking up covers that are really interesting from the Golden Age, especially Charles Biro covers. And this is Crime Does Not Pay, I forgot what number it is, number 48. And it's just a really gruesome cover. So you got this guy, he's just thrown an axe into the water, and he's driving off in his motorboat, and you see this bloody arm sticking out of the water. And it's very rare to actually see blood in the Golden Age on the cover. They don't really show it that often. But these crime books, they didn't sort of shy away from blood. Maybe that's why a lot of them made it into the Seduction of the Innocent. So this is Crime Does Not Pay, number 48. And this is one that, because of its kind of gruesome nature, it is a highly sought after cover. So that's Crime Does Not Pay. And we got, this one's kind of interesting. It's really rough shape. Oh my goodness. I have to rebag this one. But this is Pinup Pete. This is Pinup Pete number 1. And basically it lives up to the name. So if you open it up, there's very little story inside. It's more just pinups. I'll actually, since I have to rebag it anyways, I will do so. One second, I gotta open it up. Gotta open it up very carefully because this one is in really low grade. Really hard book to find, and I just couldn't find it in higher grade, so I picked up the only copy I could find, and it was a reasonable price, so I thought, oh, might as well. It's, you know, I'll probably have to replace it at a later date, but it has really great good girl art. You'll see what I'm talking about, where it's a lot of pinups inside. Very, very, but it's beautiful comic. So it's called Pinup Pete, and it's got a lot of these pinups inside. Isn't that great? Really great good girl art inside. Some really great stuff. So Pinup Pete, just a really cool comic. Very hard to find. I don't even think, I think there's less than 20 of these on the census. Just a really hard book to find. This one is really low grade. I'd say it's like a 1.15 kind of level. The spine, you can see it's like, that's how bad it is. It is pretty beat up. But yeah, definitely one that I'll have to upgrade later if I can find a better copy of it. But yeah, definitely one that would be really great for somebody like Jerry the Jitterbug to play with. That would be a great book, because it is a great book. I'd actually not even want to get it slabbed. If it was just more readable, I'd like that, because it has some really great art, and you almost have to open it up. It is a great book because of the pinups. Okay, what else is in here? There's some more stuff. Okay, so these are some My Comic Shop orders inside. I buy a lot of stuff from My Comic Shop. It's very good online store. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is part of one of my bigger orders. I won a bunch of auctions on My Comic Shop, and this is part of that. So this is some LB Cole. So we got True Life Romances, number 14. I just thought such a great cover. I really like these romance covers by LB Cole. It's kind of, you know, really great stuff. And then we have The Saint, number 3. It's not a bad looking copy of it. I think this is Al Ulmer art. And then we have the last issue I needed for this run series. This is Zagra, the Jungle Empress, number 4. Now I have the complete run of this. And then we have Popular Teenagers, number 22. Kind of another LB Cole cover. And we have True to Life Romances, number 12. Right, another great LB Cole cover. And we have Space Busters, number 2. And this is just a really great cover. I mean, you got the girl in bondage. You got the weird alien creature doing the branding thing. You got the hero coming in and punching the guy. Just a really great, you know, painted cover. So Space Busters, number 2 from 1952. And I believe this is Ziff Davis. Yeah, Ziff Davis. Ziff Davis is one of these companies that is totally underrated for the Golden Age, because just like produced a lot of really awesome stuff. Okay, I actually showed a little bit of this series in a previous video. This is Captain America 402, and this was a series that basically ran for a few issues. I think it ran up to 408, where it basically tells the story of how Captain America becomes a werewolf. And so yeah, this is Man and the Wolf, Captain America 402. So that's another part of that series. And this one's really well taped. I'm not sure how to get it out. Let's see if I can cut it, but not cut it. Okay. Okay, so this is Frank Cho comic, Good Girl Art. So this is just like an art portfolio of Frank Cho. So I like this stuff. This is Liberty Meadows. And just, you know, I really like some of his art. So this is basically an art book, Good Girl art book for Frank Cho. So I'll have to definitely open this up later and take a look through it. So it looks really good. Okay, and one more bag of comics in here. Okay. Okay. Oh, these ones are really cool. So, all right, so I'm going to show you this one first. This is The March of Evil. Now, this is a war propaganda book about the effects of both the Nazi movement and the Japanese movement in and the impacts they had on like the Chinese and in where the Nazis invaded also in Europe. They basically, this would be a book that kind of was a photo record of the Axis's crimes. And very interesting book. Very hard to find this book. So this is a low-grade copy. You can see it's pretty mangled on this side, but just a hard book to find. And it's basically a photo magazine of all the atrocities committed by both the Nazis and the Japanese. So very interesting book, The March of Evil. So very rare book from 1945. So it actually, okay, I'll actually read this a little bit more. It says, the rise of and fall of the fascist evil, Forwards by Professor James Shelton and former ambassador to Germany, Honorable James Gerard. And then another magazine that I picked up is Caper. I just thought this was a kind of interesting cover. Caper number 3. And I think I actually won this in auction. I think it was like $16 or $10 or something like that. It was really not expensive. So this was Caper number 3. It's in really great shape, actually. What grade does it say it is? It says it's a 3.0, but looks really solid for a 3.0. Really nice looking. Okay, so believe it or not, that is it for this video. A very short video. The Pinup Pete is a really cool book. I gotta get it in a proper case because it is in really rough shape. But what did you think of this book? These books? Which one did you like the best? And tell me in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye for now.